So, very good morning to all. It is my pleasure to welcome you all for the today's event, the Alumni Talk series on the topic of emotional intelligence, a key for success. First, I welcome our beloved chairman, Mrs. K. Dhanlakshmi Ammal. I welcome our pro-chairman, Mr. Rotarian R.S.K. Ragaraman sir, and I would like to welcome our principal sir, Dr. D. Vasudevan sir. I welcome you, sir. I would like to welcome our respected HOD ma'am, Dr. D. Shanti, Professor, Department of CSC. I welcome you, ma'am. And I would like to welcome our college alumni coordinator, Dr. R. Kannan, Professor, Department of Engineering. I welcome you, sir. I would like to welcome our department placement coordinator, Dr. R. Karthikeyan, sir, Professor, Department of CSE. I welcome you, sir. And I would like to welcome our today's speaker, Mr. Ashish Gautam. Uh, he's he's our 2013 batch alumni. He's working as a technical project manager at eSeva PhonePe Private Limited, Nepal. I welcome Mr. Ashish Gautam, sir. And I would like to welcome all the participants, both internal and external. I welcome you all. Now, I would like to call Dr. R. Karthikeyan, sir, to deliver the brief introduction to the today's speaker, Mr. Ashish Gautam, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you, Shanbhavalli ma'am, for your warm welcome address. So, in join with Mr. Shanbhavalli, I once again welcome all the participants for this alumni talk on emotional intelligence, a key for success. This is the fifth alumni talk in our department alumni talk series. So I welcome all the participants for today's alumni talk. I also welcome the speaker of this alumni talk, Mr. Ashish Gautam, 2013 batch alumni. Currently, he is working as a technical project manager in eSeva PhonePe Private Limited, Nepal. I welcome Ashish for this alumni talk. Definitely, this talk will be very useful for the present students. You are going to interact with your alumni to know about emotional intelligence, a key for success. Before we are going for the session, I'd like to introduce the today's speaker, Mr. Ashish Gautam, with the help of one good presentation. You please wait. Hello, ma'am. Ashish, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. You were not audible in between. Now you're
Uh,
audible.
okay. Just a minute. There is some problem. Just a minute. I will share the screen. Now my screen is visible. Ashish Gautam.
Yeah, but it's breaking. Your voice is breaking. Everything else is good.
No. Whether my screen is visible, Ashish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, sorry for the some network issue. Today's speaker, Mr. Ashish Gautam, he's a technology-oriented professional with 7+ years in total of which 3+ years of experience in leading and implementing projects, and 4+ years of extensive experience in software development methodology and complete software development lifecycle. He is also a certified Scrum product owner, adept in establishing agile development process for iterative, incremental, and evolutionary software development. He is highly experienced in working with the business user and understanding the requirements to develop and design new systems or modify the existing programs. According to his education, he has completed Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering in the year May 2013 from PSNA College of Engineering and Technology, Dindigul, with a CGPA of 8.5. After his undergraduation, currently he is pursuing Masters in Public Administration in Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu, Nepal. Also, he is doing a Masters in Business Studies in NCC College, Kathmandu, Nepal. His work experience after his graduation from June 2013 to February 2014, he is working as a business development officer in eSeva PhonePe Private Limited, Nepal. Actually, during the campus recruitment in PSNA College of Engineering and Technology, he got placed with the Tata Consultancy Services. So, but he joined with the Tata Consultancy Services in the month of March 2014. He worked as a database developer in TCS Bangalore up to January 2017. Then in the August 2017 to June 2018, he worked as a lecturer in Asian College of Management, Nepal. From January 2007 to currently, he is working as a project manager in eSeva PhonePe Private Limited, Nepal. So according to his technical skills, he is very much strong in database technologies such as SQL, Oracle. He is also familiar with ETL tool like Informatica and project management and some project management software like Jira and Confluence. Apart from the technical skills, some of the personal skills, he is very good in interpersonal skill, leadership, delegation, business, communication, planning, problem solving, accountability, etc. According to the awards and honors, he achieved a commendation for maintaining grade point average of 8.5 throughout 8 semesters of his BE degree in PSNA College of Engineering and Technology. So this is the somewhat a brief intro about the today's speaker, Mr. Ashish Gautam. So now some of the PSNA remembrance, Ashish.
Yes, sir.
This is your class photo, I think, in your final year. So
Yes, sir.
all your classmates are here. Okay, maybe on the top of the photo, Dwara, Sanjit, and Anand is there. I
Yes,
think
sir.
yes. Okay, this is your class photo, and this is in front of our department block. You have taken the photo with Jones Bhaskar, Haysam Sham, and other your friends. These photos are shared to recollect your memories in PSNA. This is our department staircase. You have taken a photo with your friends. Arun Kumar is there. Mukesh. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can just see, just for your remembrance. This is one of our department event.
Yes, you were also there.
Yes, yes, yes. Myself is also there. Do you remember what event is this? I forgot. This is in the year 2012. Our former head of the department, Dr. Saravanan sir, is also there.
This was for robotics, sir. We did one workshop for robotics, remember?
Yes, yes, correctly, correctly. I think, dear participants, 2013 batch, especially Ashish and his team, they were the initiators of organizing the robotics workshop in our department. They have done a lot of useful prototyping in our department. This is one of the event organized in our department. During that inauguration, Ashish Gautam has lighting the Kuttuvelaku. And this is one of the photo taken in that workshop during his team. Anand, Meerajaryal and Ashish Gautam. The trainer is also there. The trainer from, I think, Technophilia. Am I correct, Ashish?
Yes, sir. From
Okay,
Delhi.
okay. This is our UG lab. Do you remember? Ground floor lab.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. This is one of the photo. And this is actually the certificate distribution ceremony. You are just receiving the certificate from the trainer of Technophilia. Even in this photo also, I am present. I think it's very happy to see this photo after a long time. And this is Regalia 2012, our department symposium. Am I right, Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think you are looking so good in front of the auditorium. Okay. And this is on your any industrial visit trip, I think. Aisam Sham is there.
Yes, sir. We went to Kerala, I guess.
You went to Kerala. Okay, okay, okay. I think you are looking so tired in the photograph. Okay, this is some of the photo taken in our college lawn with all your friends. This is with your friends Bipin Nair, Dwara Sanjit. I think you are looking so handsome in this photo, Ashish.
Thank you, sir.
So this is another photo with Mohammad Yusuf and Jones Bhaskar. And this is one of the nice photo I have collected from your hostel premise. I think you are enjoying your hostel moments. Okay. And this is your graduation day photo. It's very happy to see you in your graduation day photo with all your friends. So this is some of the PSNA remembrance of Ashish Gautam. So with this brief intro about Ashish Gautam, now I welcome the today's speaker, Mr. Ashish Gautam, to take over the session. Ashish?
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You can start the session.
I think the session is for emotional intelligence, and you made me emotional in the beginning itself. Good morning, friends. Good morning, sir, and good morning, extensive guest present over the session. Uh, we have a topic today regarding the emotional intelligence or key to success. So that was a nice introduction, Karthik, and sir. Thank you for that. So
Thank you.
you might
Thank
have
you.
already known who I am. I am Ashish Gautam, currently working as a project manager here in Nepal in East Seva PhonePe Private Limited. So the reason behind choosing emotional intelligence topic is that you might be thinking the guy who is from the CAC department, Alumni 2013, he might be giving some tech talks, or he might be giving some session on technology or something like that. But I have, just a minute, I'll share my screen. My screen visible, right?
Yes, Ashish, your screen is visible.
Yeah. Today we are going to have some brief session on emotional intelligence or key to success. I have already introduced myself as well. Sir has given my brief introduction. So the reason behind choosing this topic was, rather than going with a core skill, I wanted to give you a brief introduction on the emotional intelligence part as well. We run on the core skills like technical skills and all other things, but we somehow we are lacking on the soft skills as well. So emotional intelligence is the bundle of all the soft skills. How do we present ourselves? How do we behave with our colleagues? How do we pursue our life? In this way, in my subsequent session, we'll be knowing all these things. And the next reason behind choosing this topic was, during this pandemic situation, we all are stuck in our house. We are not able to go out, meet our friends, meet our boyfriend, meet our girlfriends, have a movie with them, have ice cream with them. We are not actually getting time for recreational activities, right? So in order to cope up with that situation, I think the today's session will give you some insights. And to begin with, I am not the expert on this topic, but I think this topic should be in each and everyone's mind. So I wanted to just plow the seed on your mind that, okay, we have a topic of emotional intelligence. This topic might not be directly impacting you in today or tomorrow or in your daily life, as soon as you want to begin it, but definitely in your future, when you have your personal life, when we all grow up, when we all have our own responsibility, as well as when we have our own professional life, and when we have to deal with colleagues, then definitely this emotional intelligence comes into the picture. So behind the emotional intelligence, I have kept a small word as well, a key to success. So for success, we definitely need to have the emotional intelligence. Okay, let's begin with the session. But before that, if you have any queries, then you can ping in the side, and at the end we can discuss on that queries as well. Okay, we'll be having discussion on these points, like there are around 7 to 8 points. We'll be basically going through emotional intelligence framework. We will be having some examples who have excelled their careers by using the emotional intelligence, advantage, disadvantages. We'll be looking through the we'll be looking through how do you improve your emotional intelligence. We'll have some case studies, we'll have some videos, we'll have some jokes as well. So I think let's try to make this session more interactive. If you have any doubts, please let me know, and then we can in between I'll be playing videos. In that time, if you want to share your thoughts as well, you can do that. Okay, so to begin with, I have one video for you guys. Are you guys ready for the video? Okay, let's go for the video. Okay, I'll be playing the video. Let's have this.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Bye. Oh, what's up?
I have your bonus check.
Oh,
but
yeah.
now I want you to be prepared. His figure's not exactly what we discussed.
Why not?
Because after careful consideration, I felt that figure was not appropriate. Although you may not agree, you have to trust my experience and
Trust?
judgment.
You want me to trust you? Do me a favor, Ed. Don't use big words you don't understand.
It's a complicated issue, Baron. You know,
I did a
for
job.
lawyer.
You should reward me accordingly. It's not complicated. You know what? That is the problem. All you lawyers do is complicate situations that aren't complicated. Do you know what people think? All lawyers are backstabbing, blood-sucking scumbags, because they are. And you know, I cannot believe that you were doing this to me now when I'm up to my Kellerman plaintiffs, which, by the way, looks like it's going to be double the amount that we had in Hinckley. And you expect me to go out there, leave my kids to be looked after by strangers, knock on doors, get these people to trust you with their lives, and the whole time you're me. I want you to know something, Ed. It is not about the number. It is about the way my work is valued in this firm. It's about how no matter what I do, you're not.
As I was saying, I decided that the figure you proposed was inappropriate, so I increased it. Do they teach beauty queens how to apologize? Because you suck at it.
Yes, and this is the thing that happens in our personal life as well as the professional life, right? There was some cold, heated argument going between the two people, and at the end, the thing turned out to be different than the woman expected. So throughout the session, I'll be sharing you some more scenarios where. Just a minute. Throughout the session, I'll be giving you some insights to avoid such conditions, and then like we can what it calls handle the situation more effectively than that of this lady. Okay, what do you think of this picture? Can any one of you volunteer and say me, like, what do you think looking to this picture? Just think for a minute. You guys, everyone think what might be this picture wanting to say. I'll just point out any one of you, and then you can share me your thoughts, okay? Just think of this picture for a minute. Funny answers will be much more highly appreciated. Then serious answer also won't be neglected. Anyone who wants to answer can raise your hand, or else I'll just point out someone from this list.
Participants, you can unmute yourself and you can interact.
Arjun, you want to say something? Hello, Arjun. You want to say something?
The heart and brain.
Nice. Anyone else?
I think somebody named Oppo F1. Oppo F1. Who is that? Participants,
heart and mind are interconnected to each other, it seems.
Okay, yeah.
We need love for good mental health.
Okay, can you please once more? Pardon me.
We need love for good mental health.
Only love, no mental health.
We need love for good mental health.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for participation. I think I got 3 answers. That was much more than expected. Yeah, there is a connection between heart and brain. We need more of a mental health, right? So that is what is emotional intelligence is. So, so the emotional intelligence, or whatever you said, the ability to recognize and understand your emotions in yourself and in others, and the ability to use this awareness to manage your behavior and relationship, is the emotional intelligence. The connection between the heart and mind. Uh, how are emotions regulated? Is emotions are regulated from heart and understood by mind, right? So there was connection between heart and mind. Using both in right place helps us to understand ourselves and what feeling we have and what feeling others have. So in this way, we can understand, we can plan, we can grow in our personal and professional way. So that is what emotional intelligence help us to know. Emotional intelligence help us to grow. So these are the four different areas where emotional intelligence plays a role, or these are the broad four areas where we implement the emotional intelligence. So like it's perceiving emotions, reasoning with emotions, understanding emotions, and managing emotions. So perceiving emotions means understanding. How do you understand the emotion? In order to properly understand the emotion, firstly we need to articulately, or we need to correctly perceive them, right? So we need to know what this emotion is, how these emotions are done. So there might not always be the verbal signals that we get from other people. There will be some non-verbal signals as well. So understanding the non-verbal signals such as body language and facial expressions will be needing for us to perceive the emotions. So another is reasoning with emotions. Reasoning with emotions involve thinking. It promote thinking and cognitive activity. It helps to prioritize the emotions. It helps to pay attention to the emotions, and it helps to get the what it called attention. And the next is understanding emotions. Understanding emotions means like there are various emotions that goes within us. So it can be like in a office I might have a bad day. That might be in a different way. My boss might scold me. I might have my bike might broke during while going to the office, or while going in a lift, my lift broke down and I was stuck in the lift. So there might be different possible ways the persons might be what it calls having a bad day. So we need to correctly understand what is the things. If a person is like behaving differently, we need to understand his emotions and response in the same way. So that is the understanding the emotions from the observer point of view, as well as from the like respondent point of view. And another is managing emotions, like regulating emotions, responding appropriately, and how do we handle all those emotions that comes under the managing emotions part. So in these four areas, like perceiving emotions, reasoning with emotion, understanding emotions, and managing emotions, we can say what it calls, we can deal with the emotional intelligence. Can you not play with my screen, please? Or ma'am, host can disable this feature, I guess. So we have one more video, guys.
Ashish, just a minute. I will do. I will do.
Okay, sir. Okay, so perceiving emotions, reasoning with emotion, understanding with emotion, and managing emotions. I'll show you one video. I think that will be much more clear than me saying for that. Okay, let's have a look to this video as well. See here, the guy is perceiving the emotions like she was working somewhere, and then instead of offering her the drink, he has offered her the caffeine or the tea. So that is what he got the thumbs up. So this is how we perceive the emotions of different people from the observer side of view. See, this is understanding the emotion. Your boss may be angry at work because you were late to the work. Boss might be angry because his wife forgot his baby has spew on his shoulder, the boss baby. Or the boss may be angry because something intern farted again. So something like boss might be angry. So you need to understand the boss emotions accordingly. Sorry, my bad. See here, this is managing my own emotions. I might be happy with a burger, or I might be happy with a vacation. So this is how we manage our emotions. Like we need to identify what suits us to manage the emotions. Like someone will be happy with a college bunk and going for a movie, and someone we might be happy coming for a college and attending the lecture, right? So that is how happens in our daily in a college life. That's what I used to do. So we need to select ourselves, or we need to manage our emotions. How do we want to pursue? The guy over here, he is happy with the burger that he is getting, and the girl over here, she is thinking of the vacation over here. So that is how we are like managing our emotions. So moving to the next slide, these are the daily things that emotional intelligence or quotient is connected with. So what are the fields that it's being used? It's being used on all the soft skills that's being taught to us or that we know. So communication, yeah, we need to have a good communication to discuss one with one another. So like see, I might have like some my confidence was low before beginning with this session, but Karthikeyan sir, he gave so a good speak at the beginning of the session that now I am feeling like I am so much connected with this session or so much connected with this group. It has already been 7 years that I have left the college, but I am now in my zone where in my area where I'm just standing in front of that stadium and in standing in front of our department, CSE department, and having interaction with Karthik and sir. This I'm relying that moment. So that is what communication does. That is what listening skills or flexibility is empowered through the emotional intelligence is. So like communication, accountability, I am accountable for whatever things that I do. Means like I do my work, I take my work, my ownership, and I make the decision making process. That emotional intelligence makes the decision making process much more easier for the managers or the leader. Honesty and trust, confidence, stress tolerance, speaking skill, listening skills, and flexibility. We just tend to we just listen to speak, but it's not that we listen to speak, right? We just listen to improve our knowledge, and we just speak whatever is needed. So emotion intelligence provide us the flexibility, provide us the awareness, self awareness on these two fields as well. because like in my daily daily day-to-day job, I think like many people, they are just listening for the sake of listening rather than sake of like for the communication part of things. So emotional intelligence, once we are onto the emotional intelligence, once we empower that in our day-to-day life, then we just listen by being the active listener or active participations. We have active participation in the discussion. So these are some of the skills that I was explaining sometime before: decision making, time management, stress, anger management, assertiveness, presentation, teamwork, change tolerance, communication, customer service, and flexibility. So why do we need emotion intelligence or emotion quotients and the what it calls the intelligence? Already I am so intelligent, I am so good in Java, then why should I go for this self awareness? Why should I go for the social skills or empathy? That might be in your thought as well as my thought as well. So in most of the places I am using EQ or EI, and some place I'm using IQ or EQ. So what does that means is the degree of measurement for intelligence as intelligence quotients, as well as the degree of measure for emotion is known as emotional quotient. So in this way, so is comparison like IQ and EQ is 4 times much more important than IQ. So for EQ we have only balance, performance, and decision making, whereas for EQ we have self awareness, motivation, self management, social skills, and empathy. IQ is the value that indicates a person's ability to learn, understand, and apply information and skills in a meaningful way. Means like we are learning going to the college, like if you are in first semester, second semester, third semester, third year, or fourth year, then you are learning something going to the college. That is your intelligence. That is your intelligent quotients give you the factors of that. What marks? Sometime back, Karthik sir was telling, I got 8.5 or I got 8 marks. That is the measure of my intelligence, what I am getting over there. But emotional quotient is the way to measure how a person recognizes emotions, what emotions I have, right? How do I manage those emotions, and how do I make sure that my emotions are well achieved in a group? That is where the back this part plays the role. This part over here, the emotion quotient plays a role over here. So like for example, if I have to say getting 8.5 marks by writing an exam is this part. But sometime if sometime have had happened, I had a good relation with Karthikeyan sir. Then in I remember in one exam, in one what it calls, in one practical exam, I could not get the output for the second problem that he has given. He used to teach us DBMS. Then there was the two question in DBMS. I somehow managed to write the first question, and then I wrote the second question as well, but I could not get the exact answer for the second question. So in that case, my output, looking for the program and then looking for the debugging part, Karthikeyan sir, he said that okay, you did the good job, Ashish, just take care. Then they played the role of this emotion intelligence or EQ part. I was doing good in the labs, I was doing good in other aspect as well. So in that case, getting one more extra mark in practical might have helped by the EQ, but getting marks on writing part will be held by IQ. Or having some emotion intelligence like with my friends or colleagues, that plays the roles with EQ. Like you might remember, I might remember what is the thing, or what is the event that I have Kutuvilaka, I light that lamp, right? I might remember that, but I will not remember the place where what topic I studied on that day. So important part is of the EQ. EQ means the daily activities that we do. IQ means the knowledge or the what it calls uh, understanding or the learning part that we have. I don't want to say that IQ is not important, but to have the good IQ, we need to have the good EQ. If we are having only IQ without bad EQ, then that won't make sense, and that will reach us to some point, but that won't make us succeed in our daily life or in our professional life. So see, this is the framework of emotional intelligence. So in the framework, we have five different points that we are having for the framework: self-awareness, motivation, empathy, social skills, and self-regulation. These 5 frameworks are needed for to be the emotionally intelligent people or emotion intelligent part. Okay, so what does this self awareness says is that self awareness says that it's knowing ourselves and our goals. So we need to know ourselves. Ashish needs to know of Ashish. Someone else need to know of himself or herself. Know our goals, what is our feelings, what is our needs, what is our strength and weakness. I can't go and say, Karthik sir, that your strength are this, Karthik sir, and your weakness are this, right? Karthik sir needs to know his weakness and his what it calls strength on his own, and I need to know my strength and my weakness on my own. If like for example, we guys are reading we all might be from CSC department, and on the placement part, for example, if TCS and Wipro are there, we will be focusing on that part, right? If there are some like mechanical companies or civil companies, then we won't be running towards the mechanical or civil companies for the placement. That is what is the civil self awareness comes into the place. So self awareness, like need to know on how, what situation and how behave, on what behavior you need to have that will be beneficial for you. So motivation is like pushing yourself, pushing myself to do some work. The work might not be always succeed. There will be hundreds of failures to do the work, but I but having but having a vision or mission or strength from my self awareness. Suppose for example, like Karthik sir was speaking to me 2013 batch and all those things, because for example, giving 2013 batch, Devika, I think you know Devika, from 2013 batch. She is in Navy right now. From the time of her college life, she used to say, I will be going on a civil services and civil services. She was motivated to achieve that civil services exams. So she is now the first, I think, first lady who is hosting the flag in a march past or something like that. So that is what motivation push us moving ahead, knowing our strength and knowing our weakness, working on weakness. Then we need to keep motivated ourselves to achieve that strength and weakness. So next one is self regulation. We need to make sure that we are motivated by money, or we are motivated by power, or we are motivated by the passion that we have. We might not have any power, or we might not have any money, but we need to keep moving. In that case, we need to make sure what is our motivation, what things drives me. If someone gives me 1000 rupees, I will be motivated towards that side. If someone makes me CEO, I'll be motivating that side. Or if I have some passion to do, I have some there is a trend of startups, right? After the job, I was placed in TCS, but you might not be motivated enough to go to the TCS. Someone might be have passion to go towards opening their own startups. So in that way, you need to know what is your self awareness, what key things keeps motivating you. This is especially for the final year friends, and not only for the final year friends, but for also to the people who are in the first second year as well, because they need to work from the day one, or from the day itself. And the next one is self regulation. Self regulation is to control our own emotions rather than victim. So sometimes there will be the cases like there are hundred of cases of suicides because of depression. So we need to know what is the limit. We need to know where should we go. We should know why are we angry or why are we sad. We need to cheer up for the what is the reason to be angry or what is the reason to be sad. If I am angry with my wife, suppose for example, I go home today and my wife is angry with me. So my and I do not know any reason that my wife is angry with me, then it's no point of her being angry, right? Because I behave in a normal way, that okay, she is not angry, but she should let me know that she is angry on this way, so that I can make her happy. Like if she is angry because I didn't wish her our anniversary, that was I think a week ago, then I should know, okay, today is my today that I made some there was some problem and then this happened. So that is what self regulation means. We need to control our emotions rather than being victim of it. Social skills, be a social, we are in a society. the ability to build lasting relationship with the people, managing conflict, and leadership qualities. This mostly comes once we are in office, or once we are in some grown up positions, when we are in, like, what is called professionalism. The social skills comes to the place, because we need to have friends and family circles over there. And empathy is like just a minute. Empathy is putting people first, rather than saying me. We need to identify from the opposite side as well. We need to have the feelings of other people as well. So, like, if there is some in my organization, if there is a appraisal time, right, there will be the appraisal time, there will be the salary hike time. If people are demotivated after the hike, or if people are frustrated after the hike, I need to know, okay, they are not satisfied because of the hike that we provided. So we need to put people over there. We need to see from the people's perspective, and then we need to work on that. We need to put ourselves on others too. Like, sometime back, Karthikeyan sir's internet was disturbed, and he could not share the slides. But so there are the two ways of saying that, right? Oh, he is not sharing the slide. And the next way is that, okay, there will be some technical glitches. So or you guys know, there will be this technical glitches, right? So it's like, which part we want to highlight. We want to highlight the empathy part being on the Karthikeyan sir's place, or being on the place where we say that, okay, why didn't he have a good connection, or why didn't he had a good internet. So this is the definition. I thought I gave you this definition in the previous slide. So self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and the social skills. So self-awareness is directly connected with self-confidence. Self-regulation is directly connected with trustworthiness and integrity. Motivation is directly connected with optimism, organizational commitment. And then, like, empathy is directly connecting with expertise in building and retaining talents. Because, like, if there is a loss of people, the people are quitting my team, or they are quitting the organizations. So in that case, there is something mistake. I need to look from the people's perspective. So expertise in building and retaining the talent. Social skills means possessiveness, expertise in building the leading teams. This mostly comes on the teams and the society level. Okay, one more time for the video. uh, I think today's session there will be more videos than I speak. That's good. Let's go through the video. Okay. This video is this video defines on the part of these frameworks of emotional intelligence. Have a look.
Emotional intelligence refers to the ability.
Please do not write on screen.
Ashish,
Karthik sir.
Ashish, you can because your screen is only shared, so you can disable annotation, please. You are getting the option called annotation. Yeah, 3 dots. You can click that
Yes.
and you can disable it.
I'm not able to disable it. I'm getting it only.
You are not able
So
to disable.
nearby. So nearby that only, sir.
Ma'am, Shanbhavali ma'am, will you able to do it?
Sir, in my laptop, I can do it, sir. Just 2 minutes, sir. I will do it, sir.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, I think it's done, sir.
Okay, okay, Ashish, we proceed.
What's happening?
மெயில தான் லிங்க் இருக்கு.
Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, interpret, and process emotions in yourself and others. While genetics, upbringing, and environment all play a role, there are steps you can take to develop your emotional intelligence over time. Get to know yourself. Emotionally intelligent people are self-aware. They have a realistic appreciation of their strengths and weaknesses and how they come across to others. Peer feedback is one way of improving your self-awareness and may uncover a few of your emotional blind spots. Learn your triggers. Linked to the notion of self-awareness is knowing how you are likely to respond in particular situations. Think about how you felt the last time you were under pressure. Did these feelings help or hinder you? Recognizing emotions and the source of these emotions can shift your emotional state. Empathize. Seeing things from someone else's perspective will help you understand their values and beliefs. This is important when it comes to motivating and engaging others. Make a conscious effort to get to know your colleagues. Ask open questions and actively listen to what they have to say, rather than simply waiting for your turn to speak. Be on the lookout for body language and other non-verbal signs, as these may tell you more than someone is willing to express out loud. Own your emotions. Part of being emotionally intelligent is about taking responsibility for the way you interact with others. If someone upsets you, pause and reflect on why their actions led you to feel this way, instead of reacting impulsively. Recognize that a conversation is a two-way interaction, and it takes two people to make you angry, sad, or frustrated. Go with your gut. Finally, listen to your body. If your stomach starts doing backflips every time you speak to a senior manager, or your muscles tense up before you go into a meeting, what does this tell you? Counterintuitive as it might seem, emotions can be a valuable source of information when making rational decisions at work. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about learning how to recognize, process, and channel them in a way that benefits you and your team. Enhancing your emotional intelligence requires effort, but it can be achieved with sustained practice.
Okay, that was brief on the parts of emotional intelligence. So above 5 points can be broken down into the four again sub verticals. Okay, same thing. Emotional intelligence is all about self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Self-awareness, know yourself. Self-management, manage your feelings. Social awareness is like we have a mood and then like go for the society and like have a team activities. Moreover, this the self-awareness, the primary needed is self-awareness, because in most of the cases self-awareness will be missing. And the relationship management is how clearly we can gel up with with the colleagues or with the friends or in a family. So like same thing in self-awareness. How do you go for the self-awareness? Know yourself, self-esteem, emotions, thoughts, self-talk, know your surroundings, respect, empathize, sensitive, alert. And what do I do is self-management. In self-management, it's commitment, attitude, responsibility, enthusiasm means priorities, goals, plannings. And relationship management, listen, engage, apologize, or develop. So the next one is the few examples that I have collected, for few examples that I have collected for like I need to give you the examples of with the great leaders that have emotion intelligence or with high EQ, right? So I chose MS Dhoni. You know him, right? He was the captain, winning captain, who like launched the ball with a six for winning the World Cup. So what can we know from him is that he is good in managing success. He is good in leading from the front. He is used in managing pressures. He is good in grooming the juniors. So he has high EQ, or he is good in balancing emotions. He never show his emotions in the field. He is the captain cool. So the next one is the ex-CEO of PepsiCo. I think you know her. She is Indra Nooyi. So once she was appointed as the CEO of PepsiCo, and she came back to her home in India, what happened is that the relatives who used to come to her house, they everyone started congratulating her mother. So what she thought is that, okay, so there should be some relation between parents, not with the like what is called, she has achieved something, but everyone was congratulating her parents. So she went back to her place, PepsiCo, and then she wrote letter thanking for all the parents of her executive committee members. Like if there are 15 members in the executive committee of Indra Nooyi, she wrote a letter to the parents. So what happened is that they started creating the trust between the parents and the company. So everyone, the employee said that, okay, this was the most one of the most valuable gift that we have received throughout our work history. So in that way, what she did is that she played with the emotion part, or she dealt with the emotion part effectively to get the connection between the employee and the what it calls parents, employees, and herself. So next one is Elon Musk. I think you know him. You all know him. But he is one of the pioneer for technical development. So what he said once is that once most of his workers, they were getting injured in the assembly plant, and he said that safety is the first most priority of our employee. If there are any considerations in the safety, we won't be accepting that. So if there are some safety standard are being misplaced, we'll be changing those safety, and then I will be personally working with you all in the same assembly plant where you guys work. That means that he is valuing his employees. So he is connecting with the employees. In that way, Elon Musk is like a great example for the EI. So the next is Rathan Tata. I think I need to explain more on Rathan Tata, right? He donated 15,000 crores to the COVID fund. So he is one of the prestigious people and philanthropist that who has run the successful Tata Empire. I was once the part of the Tata Empire, and like the Tata, they are doing very much good job for the industry. They were the pioneer in the industry revolution part. And like the people working there, they didn't feel like they are employed, they feel like they are working in the home. So EQ at the workplace, how do we manage EQ, or what helps EQ at the workplace is that stress tolerance, speaking skills, whatever that I mentioned in my previous slide, listening skills, flexibility, include humor in creative way, resolve your conflicts, and so survive hardship. So workplace, if I have a good EQ, that helps me to manage my day in this way. So there will be stress in some part. If I get some speaking skills, if I know my listening skills, it helps to gather flexibility in my schedules. It helps to create humor in my what it calls presentation or work in a creative way. So what are the advantages of EQ? I think now you guys can say what might be the advantage of EQ yourself, right? So same thing again, it helps build up the relationship. It helps to maintain the control. It helps to lower the stress level. It helps to grow the motivation, communication, and reputation within the team and the organization. The team with a higher EQ can perform well rather than the team with the lower EQ. So disadvantage of EQ is it can't be learned, right? I can't teach you EQ. That should be developed within yourself. That is disadvantage. I might say that, okay, I want to be as good EQ as the Elon Musk, but that can be learned. That you need to practice from today, so that once you are at that position, you will be like him. You will be like Dhoni, or you will be like the PepsiCo CEO that I have showed. And then like lower emotion intelligent people might not connect with the higher emotion people. And then like that might be what is this emotion? We are already known about the emotion. That might be judged, or that might be ignored as a management fad, that might be ignored as management strategy, because we are good as ignoring things, we are good at ignoring the things. In that case, this emotion intelligence, although it is what it calls needful, but it might be ignored. So how do you say that I have a low EQ or I have a high EQ? Is that so you can judge yourself. The friends over here in this session can think yourself: dominance level, influence level, steadiness level, and the compliance level. So DISC: low EQ, high EQ. Low EQ is here, high EQ is here. You can say how bossy you are. If you are bossy, then you are in low EQ area. I didn't mean to say directly you are in low EQ area, but if, yeah, that is what self awareness is, right? I am bossy means I am low EQ area. I need to convert it in the output focused area. So I need to go for the my self assessment, and then I need to understand myself. I need to understand, I need to work on that part. I need to motivate myself not to be bossy. So you can go through this slide. See: passive, calm, how slow you are, how considerate you are, how poor listener you are, how sociable you are. These are the factors that is included in the low EQ, whereas these are the factors that are included in the high EQ. So now I am saying, how did I say this low EQ or this high EQ? You can see the next slide. uh, and then, like, how can now we go and improve high EQ and low EQ? High EQ, then we can improve, like, before passing judgment, try to put yourself on the other shoes. Think from other perspective as well. That will improve our empathetic part. Be mindful and good in the non-verbal communication as well. Have facial expression, body language, gestures. You reduce stress. Stress won't be like, stress is like a cup of like a bottle of water holding in your hand. How long you hold, that will be putting pain on your hand only, right? We need to work effectively to reduce the stress part. Stay connected with the emotion at all the times. Do not ignore your emotions. If you are sad, if you want to cry, you cry. Do not push yourself, like, do not make that as a boil, and do not take the burden of the emotions that you have. The main thing is that stay positive, do not stay negative, right? Think in the positive way. Ask with friends, how can you reduce the negative emotions? What are the fear? There might be fear, there might be rejections, or there might be failures, right? But failures and rejection are not only the part of life. There will be the silver lining always after a hurricane, or always after the rainfall. So during the rainfall, everyone wants to be in a shelter, but after the rainfall, in a rainbow, the birds can fly higher. So we need to think in that way, and we need to plan accordingly. So, like, see, if we are good on we if we are not having some we if we are having low EQ, then we can have insight, we can motivate it, we can plan, we can do the activity, we can learn, and then we can keep track of that. So for example, if I am having my speaking skill is poor, then I can see my strength and gap. I can keep my strength. What are the things that I need to do to minimize the strength, minimize, what are the things that I need to learn to excel in the speaking career? So this is the identifying the gaps, keeping motivation, planning. Okay, I'll be having daily 1 hour of session with my friends. That is a planning activity. Doing that, the planning, converting the planning into the action is activity. Consolidated is that how long time. Okay, if I'm going in a good way or not, I need to have a measure of that. That is the consolidation and the tracking. So I need to keep a track of my speaking as well. The speaking with friends, is that improving, is that going in a good path? In that way I can track. So these are the 6 steps in the what it calls the planning can happen, or the activity can be taken. So assessment, you can go and you can see these 4 links. These are the links given by the Harvard. These are not links that I have been sharing. So you can assist yourself today. Go home and use these links to know yourself, what is your EQ. And you can say, okay, my EQ is, I'm on the middle path, I'm on the 3, I need to go 4. Then you can push on that part. There are around 3. These are the three assessment tools that is already what it calls suggested, or already approved by Harvard. I can share you the links on the screen, on the chat box after this session. Okay, there are 46 questions, there are 5 questions, there are 7 questions assessment, and the 28 questions. They have their own individual sets of questions. It's not like this, once I have done 46 questions, why do I go and need to again do 5 questions, 7 questions, and 28 questions? It's different, different and different. So they have own set of questions, they will deal with you in different way. So this is the functionality, how the management, how people care in the tradition way, and how now things should be doing. People care and motivation. Before there used to be performance review. Now we can have a goals. Hey, one thing I like to so see here, get yeah, collective direction. Before the manager or the boss used to give us the direction, but now what happens is that there will be the team strategies. Instead of boss giving us the decision, we can pass boss, okay, this will be our task. So this is the functionality how we can work on these things. This is the traditional way. This is without EQ, and this is with EQ. So like see motivation part, there will be the feedback, team feedback. It is like 360 degree feedback. The appraisal, before it used to be only one sided feedback, right? Our manager, he used to do the feedback. Then now what happens that our manager, he does the feedback, our junior, they does the feedback, our colleagues, they does the feedback, so that I can know from 360-degree way. I can know myself. I can rate myself also. If I say that I am good on public speaking, and if my friend says that I am not good in public speaking, then there is a clash. So I can work on that way. So in that way, this is part is like EQ part, and this part is without EQ part. So see, there are few case studies. I think we are running out of time. I will try to shorten my slides now. This is the L'Oreal. At L'Oreal, people, the employee they selected with the EQ and without EQ. The people with the EQ, they sold 2,558,000 more than the people without EQ. This is, I am not saying this. This is the case study. This is the case study that is being done at L'Oreal side. At PepsiCo, see, at PepsiCo, 10% increase in productivity, 87% decrease in executive turnover, which is equivalent to 4 million, 3.75 million added in economic value, 3.75 added in economic value, and about 1,000% return of investment. It's not 100%. If you invest 100 rupees, then there is the return of 10,000 rupees. So this is how EQ is helping businesses to grow. One more slide. See, in Air Force, they saved around 2.7 million by the use of EQ testing. And then like in health sector, they saved around $8,000, and they program cut turnover around 50% stress reduction. This is like, you might think, okay, these are just the figures. They are not the figures. It's really it helps to grow ourselves, it helps to know ourselves, and it directly impact our work that we will be doing. So see, I'll say you one more joke at the end. I think we are coming to the end of the session. This might be my last slide. So this is here, and here is the cat, and here is a dog. Okay, I'll say you a joke. Cat is winning. You see this? Dog is here. Dog is here. So cat is winning all the play. They are cat and dog. They are playing the what it calls cards. Cat is winning all the moves, that even the dog is getting the good card, but cat is winning all the moves. Then the game is over. Then dog asked cat, how did you know, how did you win, bro? Because I was having the good card as well, but in that move as also you were winning the game. Then cat said that when you were having the good cards, then your tail used to win. You used to wave the tail. Means the dog was emotionally what it calls reacting, and the cat was perceiving his reaction to win the matches. So the cat dog, when the dog was having the good card, he used to wave the tail. In that case, dog used to know, okay, there is some good card for the dog, and it used to perceive, it used to understand the dog feeling, and play the card. This can be, I think I could not explain as good as someone explained me, or I got from the internet. But you can search this cat and dog joke for emotional intelligence as well. So conclusion part, investment on the emotion intelligent or emotional literate is one of the best emotions, correct, best investment. So I'm leaving conclusion open to you. You guys can conclude on your own. If like I was sometime back explaining you about the IQ and EQ, right? IQ gets you hired, but EQ gets you promoted. See, if going for the TCS or going for Wipro, we are good. We will be hired by the aptitude test. They will be taking over there. But to excel on your career, you need to be the team leader. You need to be the manager. You need to be the entrepreneur. Forget a manager. Forget manager. Forget team leader. You need to be the CEO. You need to be the entrepreneur. You need to go for the new inventions, right? In that case, you definitely need to have an EQ on you. So I think emotion intelligence is all about the self-awareness. Someone you might be thinking that Ashish just gave us the emotion intelligence and he was just saying us about the self-awareness. Emotion intelligence is all about the self-awareness. We should know ourselves, we should know about others, and we should like perceive in that way. So I think I rushed a little bit in my later slides, but it was okay. You guys might not take what I have said correctly right now, but in long term, if you guys can what it calls practice this in your daily life, then that will be very much. I think that I have done my job, and then like I'll be happy to be connected with you guys in the future as well. Thank you all. That's all from my side.
Ashish,
Yes, sir.
it's a very good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So participants, if you are having any questions or any discussions, you can please unmute your audio. You can interact with Ashish Gautam. Participants, you can unmute and you can interact.
Yes, anyone? Do you want to have anything to share or to discuss?
Mr. Ashish, it was a good presentation.
Thank you.
It was a live one because of more and more videos.
Thank you, ma'am.
We are very proud to have you this event. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yes, someone
Ashish.
wrote. So 1 minute. Someone wrote
Yes.
that is reprogramming the mind, right? Yes, this is the reprogramming the mind. Not only mind, that is reprogramming of mind and in connection with the heart. Emotions are not only in the mind or in the heart. That is like understanding ourselves and understanding others. That's all. Yes, Oppo F1, you got me correct, I guess. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can go ahead, sir.
Ashish Gautam, I am having one question.
Yes, sir. In college, I used to ask you question. Now you are asking me question, sir.
Yes, now you are in the position to answer. No, you are the man of the day, so you have to answer my question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Regarding the emotional intelligence, okay, you are providing the caption as a key to success.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Actually, the human, we are having our born intelligence. We can read the books or we can interact with others. We can develop our intelligence. Okay. Is
Yes.
there any mechanism is to be available to enhance our emotional intelligence? Maybe especially the students' perspective. If the students wish to success in the career,
Yeah, we have, sir. We have.
yes.
So that is what I was sharing on this screen, right? Uh,
Yes.
so you can go over here. You can what is it? You can go over here and you can check the links. I'll share you the links, sir.
Okay. Ashish,
Yes, sir.
One question is there.
there is one question in the chat window.
Okay, just a minute, okay?
The question from Nivashini.
I'm not able to.
How to
How to
control emotional imbalances? How to control emotional imbalances?
Okay, just a minute.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was expecting someone to ask me this question: how to control the emotion imbalances?
Yes, yes.
Because yeah, but in my beginning sessions only, I in the beginning only I told you, right, in there will be a lot of ups and downs in the emotions, and in this situation the ups and downs in emotions are much more likely to happen. So in order to control emotional balances, we need to know what is the thing that is happening, like what kind of imbalance you are happening. For example, okay, let me say, I gave you one example, right? When my wife was angry, then I should know that she is angry. I should know what imbalance is happening at first to me, and then we need to work on that. Like we had a session, we had one. Uh, just a minute. See, this part will help you to understand. This part will
Yes, you
help
can
you to
proceed.
understand. This part will help you to understand the emotions. You need to perceive emotions. You need to reasoning with the emotions. You need to understand the emotions. You need to manage the emotions. Nivasini, like, do you got me? If there is any imbalance in the emotion, like you need to at first you need to perceive the emotions, you need to understand, you need to manage the emotion, what kind of emotions null imbalances are there. Do not think much of the emotions, like you need to open up, you need to bring up, you need to discuss on that part. Then that the things we make ourselves complicated. Things are not that complicated as it looks like. One more question I got from in private message: emotion is a kind of distract our ambition, right? We think emotion only, if you think emotion only as a love or anger, then that might distract our ambition. But emotion is not only love or anger. Emotion is much more things to be done. In professional life, emotion says we need to have a differentiation between our professional and the personal life. So in our personal life, if I am angry at my home, I cannot go to office, and I cannot go and bash over there to my friends, right? So we need to have a differentiation between our personal and professional life. So emotional is not the kind which distract our ambition, but I will say emotion is something which pushes us, which motivated us to move in further direction. So we had some cases studies, right? They showed that there was 1,000% the guarantee of our investment. So that is not distracting our ambition. See, that is focusing on our ambition. When MS Dhoni was in England, I guess, and there was the birth of his daughter, then the journalist asked him, "Do you want to go home and see the daughter?" Then Dhoni replied, "I am on a national duty right now. I'll check with my daughter later on." That is, he is not distracted with our ambition. So to be successful, we need to control our emotional imbalances, and need not to distract from the what it calls goal, or we need not to distract from our vision that we have taken. Sir, over to you.
Ashish, one more doubt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any difference we should have between personal emotions and official emotions?
Uh, we can say that we have difference between personal emotions and official emotions, sir. Like in personal, what it calls emotions. Emotions topic can be similar, but how do we behave might be different. What is the
Okay.
cause for that thing might be different. Like in our home, my mom, she does the presentation skills. So presentation skill doesn't mean that to present you on a what it calls PPT or this thing, right? Presentation skills mean she might goodly and neatly present me rice in the plate. She might put what it calls sambar, rasam, and then rice in a different way, in a different arrangement. That might be a presentation skills that she is doing in the kitchen. And the presentation skills that I am doing is that I am putting all those all those icons over here. I want videos over there. That is the different presentation skills that we are having. The topic might be same, but the things that we do are little bit different, sir. Am
Okay, okay, good, Ashish. Thank you.
did I answer you, sir?
Thank you, thank you. It's correct, it's correct. Thank you.
If some person is stagnant in then in that, how to overcome, sir? See, we that is what we need to know. Empathy comes place. If some person is stagnant, then how can we, why is he stagnant, right? Why is he not responding to you? Is there any problem? Is there any problem related to his personal life? Is there any problem related to his professional life? So we need to know what the problem is. For example, my friend used to smoke. This is the example of real life, okay? My friend used to smoke. Then what I told him that you need to quit the smoking. He was so reluctant that he did not. He said he will never quit the smoking. Then once what I did was that I used to click the picture of the smoking, and then I said that okay, if you are not going to smoke, I'll be sending this to your parents. Then in that way, I'm creating fear for him. In first place, I was there in his place. I saw the what it calls. I saw from his perspective. He started smoking from 10, 11 on the friends pressure, peer pressure. Then there is no reason of smoking. So coming that became habituated. Then what I said that I gave him options to quit. If he is not responding to quit, then I said okay, now I am showing you the fear that I will be asking your parents. I'll be giving them the photo. Then they will be taking action against you. Then slowly he quit the smoking. In that way, we can I think overcome our friends' emotion or emotion stagnant. In that way, we can do unwell even. Thank you. You made my day. Anything else, sir? Anything one? Anything else, please?
If there are, if there are any other questions, Ashish, in the chat window,
Uh, why you make anger, Janardhan?
what
Uh,
make you angry?
what
What
make
make
you
you anger?
anger? See, what makes me anger is that when thing doesn't go in my way, and then there is the place comes anger, right? If I said not to annotate in the my presentation, and some of people were annotating the presentation. So that is what made me angry at that time. But I controlled my emotion. I went with the flow. We disabled the annotation part. So there will be each and every place there will be the things that makes you angry, Janardhan. The angry part is the state. It's not like a few people they might be annotating my window to explore more, but that created the anger on me. So it's not like what makes me angry, it's like the feeling how you react to the situation. So sometime like sometime for example, in a friend group you might you might throw a party to a friend, but even that you think that he will be happy, but your friend might be angry, right? So that is the state of other people, how they take and handle the situation. It's not angry, happy, sad. That is all the emotions. So they have their own limitation, they have their own states. I think in daily life we can't avoid such scenarios as well. So we need to forget and forgive things. We need to move ahead. We need to keep moving. If we like start throwing, if we start counting the stones people throw it off, we will be counting there. We need to just collect the stones. We need to build a house on that stone thrown to us. Janardhan, I think I answered you, isn't it? Anyone else, please?
Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if there are no more questions, uh, maybe I want to ask you something in person.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I think your level of interest, what's your level of interest in learning Tamil now? I think in your college days, you are learning to speak Tamil.
கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தெரியும் சார்.
Very good, very good.
பேசிட்டு நான் புரியும், கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் புரியும், பேசிட்டு ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் சார். I used to watch,
Super. Very
I
good,
watch
very good,
Tamil
very
movie
good.
still, sir.
Oh, you watch Tamil
Yes,
movie?
Tamil and this Karnataka. I was there for 3 years in Karnataka, right? So I watched
Yes.
Tamil movies and then this Kannada movies. Kunjum kunjum. I
So
understand.
maybe,
I understand, sir. Tamil. Then
okay.
I
Ashish,
yes, sir.
for the participants, you can speak any one line in Tamil. Your PSNA, CSC experience, you can just speak in Tamil. Any one line, please.
I might not be able to do that.
Okay. Anything you wish. Anything you wish. You can talk in Tamil.
I Moran pochu, sir. Ellarum Moran pochu.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Anyway, I think in your college days, one of your passion is learning Tamil. You are chatting with your friends in Tamil.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I remembered.
I used to do
remembered.
And my friend
Okay.
used to say me, don't chat in Tamil, don't kill Tamil also. Sanjit was the one.
Oh, Sanjit. Okay. So very nice presentation, Ashish.
Thank you, sir.
If there are no more questions, okay. So really, I want to share some of your remembrance in PSNA and Department of CSE. As you told in laboratory, I think I have handled DBMS laboratory and theory to you.
AI also, sir.
So,
I was the AI also. I was the only one. They passed, I think, internal exam.
Oh, internal exam. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have handled 2 papers, 2 or 3 papers, I think. 2 or 3 papers. Middleware, no?
Middleware also, yes. DBMS,
Yes.
middleware, and AI.
AI, okay. Anyway, your class is one of the very strongest class in database, okay. Like you, Mukesh and Mohammed Yusuf, they were working on that database platform in the company, okay. Especially all you three, maybe Mohammed Yusuf in Wipro, you and Mukesh, you have worked as developer in Tata Consultancy Service. Really, I was very happy. I have shared your expertise in one of the NBA meeting with an expert. Ashish?
Okay, sir. Yes,
Because
sir.
maybe following the teacher's words by the students, it's really wonderful. As you have mentioned, maybe what we have discussed in database, you practically worked in the industry. We are very much happy, okay, to be the part of this Alumni Talk series. Really, your session is full of maybe like mostly the concepts of emotional intelligence, as well as some of the nice videos. Really, the participants have enjoyed this throughout the session. So if there are no more queries, now it's the time to conclude the session. So it's an immense pleasure for me to propose a vote of thanks. I would like to thank our chairperson, Srimati K. Dhanalakshmi Ammal, for providing this opportunity to organize these kinds of alumni talk series. I'd like to thank our pro-chairman, Rotarian RSK Raghuram sir. I'd like to thank our respected principal, Dr. D. Vasudevan sir, and college alumni coordinator, Dr. R. Kannan, professor and head mechanical engineering department. Also, I'd like to thank our respected head of the department, Dr. D. Shanti ma'am. Whenever we'll be notifying these kinds of alumni talks to her, he is really motivating us to organize these events, because these kinds of alumni talk will create a lot of awareness among the present students, because the present students are interacting with alumni. They are knowing the expertise in terms of technological skill as well as personal skill. As I have already told, this is the 5th alumni talk. In the first three alumni talk, 2015 batch alumni, they have participated. In the fourth alumni talk, 2011 batch, now Ashish from 2013 batch. Really, the 2013 batch have done a lot of wonders in our department. They were the initiators of the robotics forum in our department. They have started the robotics projects. Based on that, the forthcoming batches, 2015 batch, the last three speakers, Suprabha, Manisha, and Sisti, they have developed the prototype. They have gone to IIT Mumbai. They have won the national level 5th place. Really, those kinds of initiative have been taken by 2013 batch. Ashish Gautam, Anand, Dwara, Sanjit. So many people are involving in that robotics forum. Really, a lot of wonders by 2013 batch. Next, I would like to thank our alumni, Ashish Gautam, for his valuable time towards this alumni talk series. Thank you, Ashish, for your participation and addressing in this alumni talk series. And finally, I have to thank all the participants, not only from PSNA College of Engineering and Technology, the participants from other colleges, such as Velamal College of Engineering and Technology,
Sir, you are not audible, sir. Hello, sir. We cannot hear you.
okay. So sorry for the delay, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Anyway, I have to thank all the participants, not only from PSNA CET, participants from other colleges. Some of the participants are consistently attending this alumni talk series from Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, Velamal College of Engineering, KLN College of Engineering, PSG Institute, etc. So really, we have to thank all the participants for your wonderful support towards this alumni talk series. As I have already told in the last meeting, this alumni talk series is not going to be over. We are planning to organize these kinds of alumni talk series every weekend. Most probably, you'll be getting the information of the next alumni talk within 1 or 2 days. Really, I have to thank one and all. Especially, I have to thank my department colleagues for their continuous support to organize this alumni talk series. Especially the moderator of this program, Mrs. S.T. Shenbagavalli, Assistant Professor, CS Department. Thank you, ma'am, for your support towards organizing this alumni talk. So
It's
once
my
again,
pleasure.
I
Thank
thank
you,
you one
sir.
and all. So for the PSNA CET students, we have already informed you. We are initiating a students learning forum, which is called PSNA CSE Learnovate. This week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are having the learning weekend of Java and Python. So all the PSNA CET students who are inside this meeting, you are requested to join in that forum. You can start learning the basics of Java and Python from ProGate. Definitely, which will be a very wonderful experience for you. This forum is created by the students for the students. The coordinator of this forum is one of the final year students, Ms. Shanmuga Priya. So you can join in that learning forum. The link and all, everything is shared in your official group, which is available in the official group already. You can share. Anyway, once again, I thank you. I thank you one and all for this alumni talk attending. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Ashish. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ashish.
I have shared the links in the chat box. You can take from there. Please copy.
Okay, Ashish.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ashish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you,
I,
Ashish.
Ashish.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ashish Gautam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ashish Gautam.
Yes, sir.
You can share me the link through WhatsApp. It will be very fine to me. I will
Okay,
I will share with the students later. If you are free, you can share the link. Okay. Ashish, thank you, Ashish.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.